one word.
Interesting.
Fun.
Exhausting.
The 1 hour, one word.
Intense.
Mess.
Fun. Intense.
A fight.
Resistance.
History.
Fast.
Challenging.
Adrenaline.
Benvenuti a tutti, siamo qua al secondo giorno dei Garda Trentino Foil Days e quest'anno abbiamo il bellissimo village espositore qua in spiaggia a Torbole. Oggi siamo qua con Manuela, benvenuta, di Sailing Faccenda e X15. Manuela, come va?
Direi che non potrebbe andare meglio, siamo in questa cornice meravigliosa che abbiamo qui davanti, che è il Garda, e tutto stupendo, diciamo, il movimento che c'è di vela e qui è il top, perciò meglio che qua non possiamo avere nient'altro. La location è top, veramente il vostro circolo è meraviglioso. Questi stand praticamente sulla spiaggia sono bellissimi e ci permettono di fare un buon lavoro, almeno speriamo. Comunque siamo contenti, siamo qua come cantiere, siamo venuti, noi diciamo siamo produttori principalmente di barche, di derive e Optimist principalmente, che vanno tantissimo, siamo conosciuti in tutto il mondo, e oltre a questo e abbiamo, diciamo, all'abbigliamento che abbiamo portato, perché comunque abbiamo un'estezione anche di questa parte, e abbiamo preso recentemente la rivendita di questa classe X15 che è un po' il futuro. Abbiamo pensato che ci potesse essere un passaggio dall'Optimist per i ragazzi appunto che vanno su questa classe direttamente a una classe che è modernissima, diciamo in questo momento è il top e andrà sempre di più sicuramente, e di conseguenza siamo qua e siamo molto contenti e vediamo cosa possiamo fare. Ciao.
Grazie mille Manuela, adesso andiamo subito a scoprire allora questa nuova classe X15 con Sara, ci vediamo dopo. Ciao Sara, come va? Adesso tu avrai il piacere di presentarci questa nuova classe X15.
Ciao a tutti, sì, noi siamo venuti qua in veste del cantiere, ma per presentare questa nuova classe che in Italia ancora non è molto sviluppata, però crediamo che sia un po' il futuro del wingfoil, grazie appunto al wall design e tramite Starboard siamo diventati i rivenditori ufficiali italiani, e diciamo che la classe crediamo che possa crescere nel tempo in quanto è stata riconosciuta appunto dalla World Sailing e niente, quindi diciamo crediamo tanto nel progetto e speriamo di sviluppare il prima possibile la classe italiana.
Grazie mille, fantastica. Dunque ragazzi, se siete qua in zona passate al villaggio. Siamo qua allo stand Challenger e We Won con l'atleta di punta Daniele Benedetti. Ciao Dani, come va?
Ciao ragazzi, tutto bene? Ieri è stato un buon inizio della One Hour Foiling Week. Questa settimana abbiamo uno strepitoso evento qui a Torbole, dove abbiamo accumulato sia l'istorico evento della One Hour combinato con il festival, quindi presenti tutti i brand, foil, windsurf, wave, freestyle, quello che sia, tutto c'è. E ieri è stato un buon inizio per me della gara, ho ottenuto un quinto posto, oggi speriamo anche di andare meglio e ci troviamo qui allo stand di Challenger We Won, dove potete trovare tutti i prodotti, dal SUP al indoorboard al windsurf, quindi vi aspettiamo qui.
Cosa ci avete portato di speciale, qualcosa di nuovo, qualche novità?
Allora, abbiamo lavorato molto sulle tavole da wave, e questa per esempio è la mia tavola da wave dove uso uscire in tutto il mondo, e poi abbiamo lavorato anche sulle tavole da foil slalom, infatti siamo molto competitivi, lo potete vedere anche in gara. Bruno ieri è arrivato secondo, io quinto, siamo lì davanti, c'è da lavorare, ancora lavorare, però siamo contenti così.
Dani, grazie mille, in bocca al lupo e ci divertiamo in acqua, giusto?
Esatto, crepi il lupo, ci vediamo in acqua, ciao!
Siamo qui allo stand di JP Neal Pride, uno dei marchi principali nel mondo del windsurf. Nico, come va?
Va benissimo, giornate fantastiche, è stato veramente molto bello e penso che sarà sempre più bello, e abbiamo la possibilità di far vedere i nostri fantastici prodotti a tutti i clienti. Abbiamo avuto grandi richieste e molte domande, molti curiosi, e questa è una cosa importante. Il windsurf va sempre più forte e le gare sono straordinari, ci sono i più grandi campioni, e questa è una cosa che fa veramente molto piacere. Vederli anche dal vivo non è da tutti i giorni, insomma.
Tra quanto? Mi fai gli ultimi 5 almeno secondi? Buon pomeriggio, ciao everyone, and welcome back to the Garda Trentino Foil Days. It's day number 2 here at Lake Garda, and we had an amazing first day yesterday already. We had our first race in the pocket. We have some winners, we have some leaders, and the aura is already here. It's 13 to 14 knots on the starting line, and we're heading into the last 5 minutes before start number 2 of the most infamous rabbit starts of Lake Garda. Because we have to remember the 1 hour classic is the most famous and legendary windsurfing competition of Lake Garda. It's existing since 1989, and this year, for the very first time, it's part of the Garda Trentino Foil Days, which means we're running the infamous 1 hour classic competition for 1 hour long with windsurfing, windsurf foil, and wing foiling. And we have also an incredible expo village with the biggest brands of the windsurfing and wing foiling industry at the beach competing. You can pass by, you can get some infos, you can try the gear, you can get some news. We're having aperitivi. Yesterday we had the first big aperitivo at Shaka Surf. Thank you once again. It's been amazing. We have a freestyle exhibition wing foil show in the water. We have a lot of action on and off the water, presentations on stage, meets and greet. We have a lot of big names of champions here from windsurfing and from wing foiling, and we're celebrating one big water sports party here at the Garda Trentino Foil Days. So welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yesterday has been amazing. So let me give you a little review. Who were the winners of yesterday? So in windsurfing foil, we have Amado Vreeswijk from Bonaire leading. He will be the one wearing the yellow bib today, so he's the guy to look out for. In second place, we have our local hero, Bruno Martini, in second. And in third place, we have Sam Strosma from the Netherlands. All of them had a very comfortable lead. It's been a very clean race. All three of them basically in those positions from the beginning until the very end. And then in Finn, we have no one else than Matteo Iachino leading the Finn category. He decided to compete in Finn this year. And this year, basically, riders can decide, am I competing in foil? Am I competing in Finn? You can decide this basically for the whole competition. Or there are some riders who registered both categories, and they are basically deciding every day in which category they are racing. So you can choose half an hour before, you need to communicate it, and then it's up to you in what do you want to race. They're all racing together, as just mentioned, and then afterwards we will have the different rankings. As said, Matteo Iachino is leading the Finn category. In second position, we have from France, Kevin Grosjean. And in third, Arnon Dagan. So as you can already see, we have some big names here, legends and the creme de la creme of windsurfing. And obviously also in wing foiling, we have some big champions here. We have as leader Carlo Ciabatti, Ciaba from Sardinia, a real waterman. In second position, the local hero Seba Zorzi from Lake Garda. And in third place, Luca Franchi. So here we have an all-Italian podium at the moment. So those are the guys who are going to be wearing the yellow, the blue and the red bib for the first, second and third place. So it will be easy to recognize them on the water. And those are the three guys that need to be catched up by the rest of the pack. All right, and we are entering basically the last 2 minutes before the most infamous rabbit start of Italy, of Lake Garda. Because let's be honest, the start is one of the most amazing moments of this race. I mean, today we have a little bit of different setup. We are having basically a split starting line. All the windsurf foil and the wing foilers are going to start downwind of the committee boat, while the Finn competitors are starting upwind. So we have basically two shorter starting lines. Yesterday we had all of them sharing the same starting line, which was actually a success. It was super excited to see everyone racing together and starting together during this infamous rabbit start. Today we said, okay, let's give it a try, because obviously the wing foilers and windsurf foilers are always a little bit in favor at the starting line. So to guarantee the Finn competitors a cleaner start, they're going to start upwind from the committee boat. So once we're going to witness the start all together, we can see the Finn competitors leaving basically or crossing the starting line behind the rabbit boat upwind from the committee boat, and we're going to see the foil competitors and the wing foilers once again downwind of the committee boat. We have a total of 150 competitors on the starting line, divided in the different categories: windsurf Finn, windsurf foil, wing foiling. We have windsurfers, we have techno, and we have the IQ foil competitors as well. All of them sharing the same passion for wind and water, all of them sharing the same passion for our beautiful beloved lake. And it's getting serious. We're waiting for the last minutes to come in for start number 2 of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. Seems like we're having a little bit of a postponement of the start. 13 to 14 knots on the starting line. We can see the riders are all in the starting area already. The red mark that you can see now basically on the screen is the pin ends of the foil starting line, so basically downwind of the committee boat. and we are getting ready. We had an incredible first day yesterday, a big party on the water and off the water. Action. We had the first race under our belts. We have the first results. And we had a freestyle exhibition show. We have our amazing expo village. So if you're in the area, if you're around, and also if not, you're obviously invited to visit us here in Torbole, one of the hotspots in the world of water sports, windsurfing, windfoiling. It is, let's be honest, one of the meccas, because we are in the beautiful region of Garda Trentino, which is also one of our main sponsors. Once again, thanks to our main sponsor, Garda Trentino. And we are not only an amazing competition area, we are a spot where people love to come, where people love to be on holiday, where people are just enjoying the great conditions, the two winds in the morning Pelair and the afternoon wind Aura. And it's not only the windsurfers and wingfoilers who are loving our lake, but it's also the sailors, it's also the mountain bikers, it's also the hikers, everyone who is into sports, who is into nature. And then besides of that, you can also enjoy the Italian Bella Vita, having a good life and just, celebrating life and sports. And this is also what the Garda Trentino Foil Days are all about. All right, and we can see clearly that the riders are lining up. Last minutes are coming in. It's getting serious. The excitement is building up. You can see that all the competitors are now behind the starting line. So the start is on the left-hand side of the lake. It's a little bit upwind from Concadoro. And we are getting ready for the last seconds, because the riders are going to speed up and then cross, ideally at full speed, the starting line behind the rabbit boat of the Circolo Surf Torbole. You can see now the rabbit boat getting ready as well. It's the one on the left-hand side on the screen with the 1 hour flag on top. This is the pin end. And in a couple of instants, the rabbit boat will open the starting line of the second race of the Garda Trentino Foil Days 1 hour classic, the most legendary competition. And we're lining up. We are flying. And there we go. Race number 2, it's on its way. The rabbit boat is flying. And all the competitors behind. Mamma mia, what a beautiful image. Look at this. Downwind, we're having the wind foilers and wing foilers. Upwind, the fin windsurfers. And we're running. That's it for race number 2. We are rolling, we are flying, and it seems like a good start. On the screen we can see already the first competitors going full speed towards the first stripe. Matteo Iachino wearing the yellow bib. He's the leader on fin. He's also the current PWA Foil World Championship, decided to compete in fin in this competition. And he had a very good start. Matteo Iachino taking up some speed, flying towards the first stripe on the Ponale side. In second position, Matteo Righetti, a youngster from Italy, also looking very good, very smooth. And then we can see already the first wing foilers as well. And we can see more people coming in the mix. We did a split of the two starting lines for fin and foil to give the fin competitors a more cleaner start, because otherwise they would be covered from the foilers. And now we can see all of them flying towards the first stripe, which is positioned on the Ponale side of the lake. And basically this is what the 1 hour is all about. Crossing the lake for 1 hour long, as the name already says by itself, 1 hour classic. And it's first of all a marathon, a long distance. It's a competition against time, and it's a competition against yourself. And then obviously also against the other competitors. And it seems like we're having, at the moment, a foil leader. Seems like it's Sam Strosma from the Netherlands with a very good start. He's actually wearing the red bib. He finished third yesterday. He finished third actually also at the 1 hour classic last year. Seems like he had an amazing start, but actually we can see Amado Vrieswijk, leader from yesterday, a bit more downwind, further ahead. So more or less, we can see clearly the leader, Amado Vrieswijk, had another great start as well. He's flying, loving it towards the first stripe. Clean waters ahead of him. Obviously, it's a very important moment to arrive first at the first mark because you still have clean waters, you have no one in front of you. After a bit, you can imagine 150 people in the water crossing the racing area. You have a lot of turbulence in the water, you're covering each other, especially at the jibes. So the cleaner you start, the better it is, obviously. And we have the first jibe coming in, Amado Vrieswijk in the lead. And it seems like in second position, Martini Bruno in second. So we have the first top two, such as yesterday. In third place, Noah Winter from Denmark. In fourth, Daniele Benedetti from Italy. In fifth, Maciej Grukowski. All of them are on foil. We can also see the first wing foilers coming in. Very, very exciting moment at the jibe mark. It is messy, it is busy, and they're all fighting for their place. This is also what we love. All the excitement, all the adrenaline, all the passion on jibe number one. And we are flying. If you're just tuning in now, welcome to day number 2 of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. Race number 2, it's on its way. Jibe number 1 has been already done by the top 15 guys, and more of them are crossing. Seems like first Finn is also Matteo Iachino, such as yesterday. And let's have a look if we can see who is the first wing foiler. Seems like we have in position number 9, Carlo Ciabatti. He's the first wing foil rider. He's sitting in 9th place overall at the moment. 10th, excuse me, he just got passed. So the guys are flying fast, huh? They're not giving away anything to each other. And then we can see on screen Daniele Benedetti. He's currently sitting in 3rd place. He had also a very good start already yesterday. Ahead of him, Bruno Martini from Italy. The guys are very close. Oh, beautiful images. Mamma mia. As you can see here, they're all very, very close. Upwind from Daniele, we just could see from Greece. John Sukus, he's joining for the very first time. But just behind, Maciej Grukowski from Poland, catching up. Those are our top 5, lining up beautifully. Very, very close. And one thing's for sure, they're not giving away anything to each other. It's going to remain a tight battle until the very end. But we're racing 1 hour long. Bruno Martini in 2nd place at the moment. He's flying just as yesterday behind Amado Vrieswijk. Bruno Martini is not only a local hero, he's actually also the record holder from both categories. 1 hour classic Finn and 1 hour classic foil. So let's see if this year it will be windy enough that we can get some new records. At the moment, we are still having the same records as the past years. But let's see, we're racing until Sunday. Maybe we will be able to get some new records in this year. But current record holder of both categories, of both disciplines, Finn and foil, is Bruno Martini from Italy. All right, and then we can see Amado Vrieswijk already finishing his 2nd jibe on the Ponale side, on the Concadoro side. He's flying and he was able to further build up his lead. The 2nd jibe is on the Concadoro side of the lake, basically just a bit downwind of the race committee. Maciej Grukowski just finished his jibe as well. So we have our top 5. Amado Vrieswijk in 1st, Bruno Martini in 2nd. It seems like Noah Winter in 3rd. Or is it Daniele Benedetti? We'll get confirmation in a second. 4th, John Sukus from Greece. And 5th, Noah Winter. Here we go. We're getting more results coming in. The guys are battling it out. First wing foiler is still Carlo Ciabatti from Sardinia. So we have to say the wing foilers are very, very speedy as well. I mean, they're flying here with the big windsurfing sails. It's very, very impressive how quick the evolution, what we can see basically on a daily basis on evolution and progression. So Carlo Ciaba leading the wind foil competition at the moment. We can see here now on the screen, sitting in a very comfortable lead, wearing the yellow bib because he's also the winner of yesterday's wing foiling category. flying steady smoothie, a real waterman, all-round waterman. He has been competing in windsurfing, especially in Olympic class in RS6 before. He switched into wing foiling a couple of years ago and absolutely loving it. But as said, he's a real waterman. We have many all-round watermans here on Lake Garda for the Garda Trentino foil days. All right, first two jibes have been done and we continue flying further. So we have to say the 1 hour classic for all the riders who have done the 1 hour classes already, they know how tough it is to cross the lake 1 hour long. It's very different than doing it on a normal training day because you have to hold on, you have to push, you have to a lot of turbulence in the water. Now you can see on the screen Kevin Grosjean from France. He is wearing the, let me check, he is wearing the blue bib because he's second in Finn after yesterday. So let's see, he was here last year for the very first time and he liked the 1 hour classic so much that he came back this year as well, and we're very happy to see him and to have him back. And then we can see another local hero, Andrea Cucchi, Italy won, Mr. 0.7 itself, still flying high as well, super strong rider while running his brands. Matteo Righetti on screen. And now we have more wing foilers coming in. As you can see at the jibe marks, it's always getting very busy. Some riders are trying to do some very close jibes to gain some meters. Arnon Dagan on the screen. He's wearing the red bib in third position in Finn. And we have some very big names, legends here. So at the moment, it seems like Amado Vrieswijk is still sitting in the lead. In second place, Bruno Martini from Italy. In third place, another Italian hero, Daniele Benedetti. In fourth, John Soukos from Greece. Fifth, Noah Winter. It seems like the riders are all getting slowly but steady their positions. And then let's see if we can spot who is the first wing foil rider. Yes, it's still Carlo Ciabatti holding on to his lead. In second, Luca Franchi in wing foiling. The beauty of the 1 hour classic is also that we have a lot of pros here, which is amazing. We're super proud to see the creme de la creme of windsurfing. But we also have many local heroes. We have kids, we have youngsters, we have amateurs. And it's amazing to see them sharing the same race course all together. I mean, who can say, not many people can say, hey, I shared the same starting line with Matteo Iachino, with Maciej Grukowski, with all the big names of the PWA, you know? That is also something very inspiring. Okay, and we are racing. The top 10 are already flying towards the third jibe on the Ponale side of the lake. Today the weather is a little bit weird. It's a little bit cloudy. It's quite hot. Since a couple of days it is very hot, and as we all know, sometimes when it's too hot at Lake Garda, the wind is getting killed. The aura doesn't like it when it's too hot, but nevertheless, summer is here, the season is in full swing. It is busy and we're loving it, but the aura is a light one today. And it's also very important to choose the right gear, the right sizes of the sail, of the boards, because as we all know, on the sides of the lake, the wind is a little bit stronger, but in the middle of the lake, you often get this patchy conditions, this wind hole. So it's usually better to be a little bit overpowered in this kind of competition instead of underpowered. So riders are usually choosing a little bit of a bigger setup here for this competition. Okay, and we are flying. We can see already a mix-up of competitors because on a moment you can see literally the top 10, top 20 doubling the slower riders, you know, and then we have this kind of mix-up on the lake, as we like to call it, the mix, where it's tough to see, okay, who is first, who is leading, because they're all mixed up, but we can clearly see that the top 10 are getting their positions, they're holding on to their positions, and the top 3 are still Amado Vrieswijk, Bruno Martini, and Daniele Benedetti. In fourth, John Soukos, Noah Winter, and so on. If you're just tuning in now, thank you so much for watching our live stream. We are live here from Torbole Beach for the second day of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. We are running race number 2 is on the water in this moment, and that means rock and roll at Lago di Garda, rock and roll at Nago Torbole, because we are flying and we're having 150 competitors on the water. Windsurf fin, windsurf foil, wing foil, windsurfers, techno and IQ foil, all of them sharing the same passion for wind and water, all of them battling it out here at the infamous 1 hour classic at the Garda Trentino Foil Days. A massive thanks also to our main sponsors, Garda Trentino, RRD, and then obviously all the partner brands who are here. If you're in the area, make sure to pass by to witness this amazing competition on the water, but also the beautiful expo village that we have at the beach from the biggest windsurfing and wingfoiling brands in the industry. The 1 hour classic is actually a very easy setup. It's a very easy format because the rider wins who is able to bring home the maximum of laps within 1 hour, within 1 hour of racing. And we're running 46 minutes left of this race. So it's a tough one. You need to be in shape. You need to be able to push. You need to be able to hold on until the very end. Let's see who is going to be the winner, who is going to be able to take home the bullet of day number 2 of race number 2 of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. You can see more Italian heroes coming in, jibing, and then heading towards the next jibe on the Ponale side. We have 2 jibes, one at Concadoro, one jibe mark at Concadoro, a little bit more upwind of Concadoro where the race committee boat is. And then we have the second jibe at the Ponale side of the lake, almost at the height of Casa della Trota. So our competitors are crossing 1 hour long, the whole lake basically. Okay, and the riders are flying. We're getting in more results. And we can see also all the first, and we can also see many windsurfers super excited to have this legendary vintage class as well, competing together here with the foilers and wing foilers. Because in the end, we are loving all the water sports discipline, and what this is all about is sharing the same passion for windsurf, for water, for the elements, and for our beautiful lake. What a setup. Okay, and we keep flying. Beautiful drone images coming in. Let's see. Let's get further conditions from the water. So as confirmed, we still have 13 to 14 knots. The wind seems a bit patchy in the middle of the lake, how it's often the case. But still sitting in the same leads. Amado Vrieswijk in first, Bruno Martin in second, Daniele Benedetti in third, John Sukus in fourth, Maciej Gukowski in fifth, Noah Winter in sixth. We have also Jordi Vonk here. He was missing out yesterday, but we're very happy to see him on the starting line today. In 8th position, Della Fiorentina, also from Italy. In 9th, Colombo. We have some new names who joined us today, because basically we're running this competition 4 days long from Thursday to Sunday. But the best race with the maximum of laps for each rider will be the one who is deciding your end result. So if you're missing out on one day, it's not the end of the world, because you can basically prove your skills on every other day of this competition, and at the end results will be the race with the maximum of laps, which normally is the most windy day. First wing foiler is still Carlo Ciabatti from Italy, followed by Luca Franchi in second, and in third place Seba Zorzi. So the top three are basically the same as yesterday, just inverted for Luca and Seba. But we're still running 42 minutes, so everything is possible until the very end. So when you're racing the 1 hour classic, it's also a very tactical race. A good start is very important, good jibes are very important, but you need to organize your energies, because it's not worth it to hold on, like to push fully through at the beginning and then be completely wasted as of as of minute 30 and losing many positions. The best is to control your energies, to race steady throughout the whole hour, and to bring your position home. That's basically the most important tactic, let's say. Okay, we're flying, we're foiling. Here on the screen we can see now Jordi Vonk from the Netherlands, also one of our top guns. And just upwind of him we can see Maciej Grukowski from Poland. Ooh, and some close jibes here coming in. Obviously, often we can see some crashes, we can see some tight moments, but this is part of racing. This is part of the excitement, of the adrenaline. Sam Strasma just finished his jibe as well. He lost a little bit of ground. He was very well positioned in the beginning, a little bit further behind right now. Leo Tomasini from the Circolo Surf, one of our IQ foil champions. He's also competing at this 1 hour classic in IQ foil. As mentioned earlier, we have that category as well. On the screen we just could see Anna Biagiolini competing on Finn. She's actually also the leading lady at the moment. Shout out to her. And in case you have been wondering what kind of marks are these, since a couple of years we are working with electric marks at Lake Garda, because we're not putting down any buoys anymore with weights in the water due to reasons for the environment, due to nature. And they're basically located with a GPS. They're holding their position throughout the whole race due to a GPS computer on board. And yeah, they have a cool, funny look. And in case you have been wondering, what are these kind of marks? Why do they look like this? Now you know, those are the GPS marks from Lake Garda due to the, reasons for the environment, for our outdoors, for our natures. We're not putting any weights in the lake anymore and just cutting them. All right, we can see a lot of traffic on the racecourse area. Windsurf fin, windsurf foil. And the wing foilers battling it out. And we have more local heroes from Lake Garda on the screen, from the Circolo Surf Torbole. Many youngsters, but obviously we're also very happy to have all the international competitors here on the racing line. Stoffi on the screen. Roberto Pasquini on the screen. We have a beautiful community here on the water. People from all over the world. Tati Franz, for example, representing the Caribbean vibes. We have also Katie from the US for the very first time. Super happy to see new, fresh faces, always. Okay, in the wing foiling lead, we still have Carlo Ciabatti in overall 23rd position. And Franchi Luca in second, followed by Seba Zorzi in third. All of them very close. First fin. is Matteo Iachino from Italy. All of the riders are having a tracker as well. You can also follow the competition or the results on MetaSail. So you have both. Best is you open both screens on your computer, or if you have two screens, then open on 1 hour live stream. So you have the live images right now from Lake Garda, and on the other screen you have MetaSail where you can see all the trackings as well. And we're flying, we can see now on the screen, Matteo Iachino in Finn with the yellow bib. He's the winner also in the Finn category of yesterday. Matteo knows this lake also very well. He did a lot of training here, competing here at the 1 hour classic, I don't know, 15 times already, something like this. Many times. And Lake Garda is actually one of the main hotspots for tuning, for training, for testing, for the worldwide elite of windsurfing. And wingfoiling, and obviously also sailing. Okay. More wingfoilers, windsurfers coming in on the foil. And we can see this very typical crossover on the lake right now from all the different disciplines. All racing at their own top speeds, fulfilling the 1 hour of races with the maximum of laps. If you imagine the competition from above, you can clearly see that the riders are doing an 8 because there are 2 jibe marks, one at the Concadoro side, one at the Ponale side. And the competitor who will be able to finish the maximum of laps within 1 hour is the one who is taking home the victory. Current record holder in Finn and foil is Bruno Martini. During the past years, we always did 2 different separate races. So one for Finn, all the competitors racing in Finn, and one for foil. So we had separate races, and then obviously also wing foiling. This year, for the very first time, the 1 hour classic is entering a new era, bringing together all the favorite water sports disciplines, and basically all the disciplines are racing together on the water. In the same hour and the same racing course, sharing the same starting line, and this is something truly historical and truly special. Matteo Iachino flying full power on the Finn, crossing 2 windsurfers. I love this image. I love it because the windsurf Finn is super speedy, super fast. It's the latest gear, and then having this kind of vintage category, the windsurfer. It's, yeah, we have the different, let's say, the different historical parts of windsurfing all represented here. 34 minutes left. 34 minutes left. And we're almost half time. For us, time is flying, but I'm sure that for many competitors on the water, they have burning legs, especially the Finn category. You will clearly feel your legs pushing through for 1 hour long. So you have to be in shape, in very good shape, to be able to push 1 hour long here. Matteo Iachino going for the jibe. He's leading in the Finn category. And we can see all of them sharing the same racing course on the water. 150 competitors from all around the world. And we can see now on the screen Amado Vrieswijk. He's still leading the foil category. He's still the overall leader. He's wearing the yellow bib. He took home the first bullets of the Garda Trentino foil days yesterday. He's leading also race number 2 Will he be able to take home the lead, the bullet, until the very end? Let's see, he's definitely on a high. He's in shape. He's unbeatable at the moment. He won the Defi Wind 1 month ago in the foil category. And he won also the IFCA World Championships in Le Cat 2 months ago, also in the foil category. He's absolutely flying on the foil at the moment, literally. So let's see, he's definitely one of the top guns here. Will he be able to hold on until the very end? We will see. Amado Vrieswijk flying. He was able to further extend his lead. Flying now again towards the Concadoro Jibe. The top 3 are basically unchanged in windsurfing in foil. Top 5 are actually still the same. Amado Vrieswijk in first, Bruno Martin in second, Daniele Benedetti in third, John Soukous from Greece in fourth, Noah Winter from Denmark in fifth, Jordi Vonk actually catching up slowly but steady in sixth. He was missing out yesterday. Maciej Grukowski in seventh. He just came from his impressive event, King of the Bay in Poland. Very nice one, very similar to the Garda Trentino Foil Days and the Defi Wind. One big wind water sports party with different categories. Shout out to that event, it looked amazing as well. Della Fiorentina, Strosma. Sam Strosma actually, he was in third yesterday and also earlier. Seems like something happened, but he's now slowly catching up again. William Hyper from France, also here for the first time. Super happy to see him on the water here. He's in 10th, and those are our top 10 riders. And still sitting in the wing foiling lead, Carlo Ciabatti from Sardinia. Second, Luca Franchi. And third, Seba Zorzi. So these are also the same top 3 as yesterday, just the second and third place are different. At this point, talking about Seba Zorzi, we're sending all the love to Ricky Zorzi, who just got injured last week. Got a surgery and he was not able to compete this week at the 1 hour classic at the Garda Trentino Foil Days, but we're sending out all the love to Ricky Zorzi and a speedy recovery as well. We're having a beautiful wingfoil community here at Lake Garda, many Italian heroes, but actually this lake is playground for many training sessions of the wingfoil team of the Italian one and also the windsurfers. Wow, what a beautiful image. Look how they're flying. The guys are so fast. So fast. Beautiful image of our lake. This is how we love it. The mountains, the colors, the Garda vibe. This is how we know our beautiful lake. It's a beautiful day of aura. The aura is not that strong, but we have the minimum of 11 knots for all the categories, and we're having those, and we're flying less than half an hour, 28 minutes left until the end of the race, until we will know who is going to take home that bullet of race number 2. Once again, the rider with the maximum of laps fulfilled in 1 hour will take the bullet home. And we're racing until Sunday, and at the end, the best result, the best race will count, which usually it's the race or the day with the most of wind.
one word.
Interesting.
Fun.
Exhausting.
The 1 hour, one word.
Intense.
Mess.
Fun.
Intense.
A fight. Resistance.
History.
Crazy. Fast.
Challenging.
Adrenaline.
Three, two, one.
And welcome back. Time is flying when you're having a good time, at least for us. The riders on the water, I guess they cannot wait that the 1 hour is over. We are already racing since 50 minutes and we're basically heading into the final 10 minutes of the day of race number 2 of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in at the live stream. And the last 10 minutes are actually as exciting as the infamous rabbit start and the first 20 minutes. Our competitors are racing already since 1 full hour almost, so basically since 50 minutes, and I am sure their legs are burning, especially the categories Finn, Techno. I mean, you need to push, you need to hold on, and you need to be on fire all the time. On the screen, we can see Matteo Iachino still leading the Finn category. He's also wearing the yellow bib, which means that he's the leader of race number 1 of yesterday's first race, because this time we're having Windsor Finn, Windsor Foil, and the wing foilers all together sharing the same racing course. Upwind from him, we can see Carlo Ciabatti. He's actually the leader in wing foiling, also wearing the yellow bib. And so far, we have to say that our top 10 riders, they are the same since more or less half an hour. Amado Vrieswijk from Bonaire in first, Martini Bruno in second from Italy, local of Lago di Garda. Daniele Benedetti in third. Jordi Vonk, he moved up into 4th position. He was missing out yesterday, joined us today. And we're very happy, obviously, to see him. Noah Winter from Denmark in 5th. John Sukos, number 6. Sam Strosma in 7th. Sam had a really good start. He was in 3rd position for a couple of minutes. Moved back again, moved forward. He's actually in 3rd place yesterday's race. He was 3rd. That's why he's basically wearing the red bib. Then we have Della Fiorentina Matteo from Italy, Maciej Rukowski from Poland, and William Huppert from France. Those are top 10 riders. Some of them are creme de la creme of windsurfing. All of them are actually on foil. And let's look further. Actually, also very interesting, Sacha Fortune from France. He's joining us here for the very first time at the Garda Trentino Foil Days, and the 1 hour young upcoming talent from France. And then let's have a look who is the first wing foiler. Yes, as mentioned, Carlo Ciabatti still in the lead. We could see him earlier on the red, with the red wing. In second, Luca Franchi in third, Seba Zorzi. So basically the top 3 wing foilers are in position 24, 25 and 27. So they're all very, very close up. They are so speedy. I mean, out of 150 competitors throughout all the disciplines, we have the first wing foiler. It's place number 24, which is crazy because they're flying so fast. And the evolution has done its job during the past 2-3 years, that's for sure. 6 more minutes left, 6.5 minutes left. It's a quite light aura day. We have 13 to 14 knots on the racecourse area. The riders are battling it out until the very end. But we can clearly say they are suffering. Some of them, they might be suffering because the 1 hour is a physical race. It is a tough one, especially for Finn. You need to push. And for sure, the guys have burning legs. No doubt about that. But that is also part of the game. This is the party. This is the beautiful part also of our sports. It is a physical one. It is a marathon. It is a long distance. And that's also why it's called 1 hour classic. You need to hold on for 1 full hour. It's very different than those short racing formats where you also race, where you're only racing about 6 minutes full power. Here you really need to organize your energies. And having a good tactic is also very well, and the right gear setup. But as said, the race is 1 hour long, so there's also space for little mistakes, which you can recover from, that's for sure. 5 more minutes, and we will know who is going to take home bullet number 2, who is going to take home the second victory of the second day of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. We started with a banger day yesterday. Action on the water, action off the water. A little freestyle exhibition super session. An amazing aperitivo at Shaka Surf. And once again, thank you so much to all our partners, to our main partners, Garda Trentino, the local region tourism boards. Obviously also Roberto Ricci Design, sponsoring since many years the infamous 1 hour classic. And then obviously all our partner brands who are here this year at the village, at the beach, in front of the Circolo Surf. So if you're in the area, make sure to pass by, have a look, get to catch up with your favorite riders, with your favorite champs. Check out the latest news by the biggest brands of the industry. Thank you so much. JP Knee Pride, Starboard Severn, Goya, Katie Quattro, Cabrina, AL360, We Want, Patrick, Point 7, Duoton, Top Fun Store, X15, and obviously also the associations Flywave, FIV, and obviously the Circolo Surf. Last 4 minutes, the countdown is on. It is getting serious. We are running already since 56 minutes. Last 4 minutes left, and we know who will be the winner of race number 2. Who will take home, who will be the champ of the second race of the day and of the second day of the Garda Trentino 5 days. Beautiful drone image from above our beautiful beloved lake. So this is basically the finish line that we could just see. Committee boats, and a little bit further down where the competitors are still doing the jibe. This is basically mark at the Concadoro side, mark number 2, because mark number 1 is at the Ponale side. And this is where the competitors are racing since 57 minutes. 57 minutes. I mean, who is watching right now at the screen? Be honest to yourself. When have you been racing for the last time for 57 minutes, full power on? On the screen, we can see Kevin Grosjean from France, and Edo Rasponi, one of the locals of the Circolo Surf. Sam Strasma, who just passed by. He's wearing the yet red bib, means he's sitting in 3rd position from yesterday's race. Let's see in a couple of instants. We will know who are the top 3 of today of race number 2. As mentioned earlier, we are racing 4 days long. We started yesterday and we will keep racing until Sunday. We're doing 1 race every day, all the categories, all the disciplines together. This is part of the new format of the Garda Trentino Foil Days. And on Sunday, we will know which one was the best day, normally the windiest days, in which one the riders were able to fulfill the maximum of laps. Current record holder is Bruno Martini in both disciplines, fin and foil. Let's see if this year we will have a windy enough day to be able to beat that records. We will see what the Aura will offer us. The infamous 1 hour classic is basically run with the Aura, with the south wind. We did some formats during the past years where unfortunately we had some troubles with the weather and wind, and we did races in the morning with Bel Air. But the official results has to be done with south wind, with Aura, as it is right now. Okay. Last 1.5 minutes. It is getting juicy, guys. Hold on, because it's getting exciting. In 1 minute, a bit more than 1 minute, we will know who will take home the victory of the second race of day number 2. Is it going to be again Amado Vrieswijk? Will he be able to hold on until the very end? We will know in a couple of instants. So far, it's looking very smooth for Amado. He was basically leading the whole race, such as yesterday, from the very beginning until the very end. This guy is on top form. 150 competitors battling it out on the water right now. 45 seconds left. So for everyone watching at home, if the 1 hour is finished and the competitor is still finishing his jibe at the other side of the lake, basically at the Ponale side, it means that the competitor needs to finish that round and then cross the finish line. You don't just stop in the middle of the race course. You need to finish your lap and then be able to cross the finish line. This is how it works, basically. After the infamous rabbit start, today we had a little bit of a different setup. The fin riders have been starting upwind from the committee boat, and the foil competitors have been starting downwind, just to give the fin riders a little bit of clear air and less turbulence. And that's it. As we can see on the screen, the checkered flag is up, which means that the 1 hour is finished. And we will see who will cross the finish line now first. who needs to finish the race with another lap around, and we will see in a couple of instants who is going to be our first rider, and then we will find out also how many laps have been done, have been fulfilled. I have a feeling that it's looking like Amado is finishing again first, but let's see. The first riders are crossing the finish line. Matteo Iachino in Finn with the yellow bib. He just finished. Let's see how many laps he has been doing. He is not the one who won the overall race, but he will have maybe a couple of rounds less than the foil riders, that's for sure. So let's see who will be the first one on the foil to cross the finish line. Yesterday we had around about 19 or 20 laps because it was quite light. Can be that today the riders are able to finish with more rounds. We will see. And the first Windsor foil is crossing right now, and it's again Amado Vrieswijk from Bonaire. Wow, congratulations, mamma mia, bravissimo, what a performance. Second bullet, I mean 2 out of 2, he can feel very, very comfy. This guy is in top form. So we have our overall winner, Amado Vrieswijk, first foil. Impressive, very, very impressive. And we have the first wing foiler, Carlo Ciabatti, with a little jump here. Congratulations, he's also a winner of yesterday. In second position overall, Bruno Martini from Italy. So here we have basically the same setup as yesterday. Amado in first, Bruno in second. Let's see who is first from the wind foilers. More riders crossing the finish line, more and more. Luca Franchi, second wing foiler. Seba Zorzi in third. Basically, we have our top riders from yesterday, just in a different order, in a different setup. And it seems like in third position, Jordi Vonk. We're waiting for final confirmation of the judges. But regarding the meta-sail tracking and also the images that we just got, seems like Jordi Vonk was able to catch up and to end his first race actually here at the Garda Trentino Foil Days in a third place overall. Well done, Jory. Such a, wow, a lot of work behind. John Sukus from Greece in sixth. Sam Strosma, he was yesterday in third position. Today he's in seventh. But as always, we will have the final results tonight when all the trackers have been checked. This is the provisional results that we have right now here regarding meta-sail, regarding the screen, regarding everything that we can have right now as information. The final results we will have tonight when all the different systems have been validated. More and more riders finishing the second race of the infamous 1 hour classic Garda Trentino Foil Days. Happy faces, good vibes, a lot of smiles on the water. I mean, it is already impressive to hold on until the very end and to finish this race, you know, because first of all, it's a race against yourself. We will try to catch up with the winners, with our champs in a couple of instants as soon as they're coming back to the shore, to the beach. Hey, and someone already doing a little freestyle here on the wing foil. We're going to have also a freestyle exhibition show later here during the day. Daniel Riegler from Austria, Austrian local hero, finished in 12th position. You can already see some windsurfers as well crossing the finish line. Happy faces, good vibes. Congrats to all competitors. Already finishing this race is a massive result. It's great. Elia Colombo from Switzerland also joining us today. In 13th position, Elia. Yeah, I would definitely say the guys deserve a gelato and a coffee and even some more food after 1 hour of full proper racing and burning many calories. Seems like the wind is also dropping and getting lighter, but nevertheless, race number 2 of the Garda Trentino foil days is in our pockets. 2 out of 2. And we keep rolling, we keep racing. Sven Foyer crossing the finish line in 17th position. Leonardo Tomasini in 14th. We could just see him on the screen. More and more riders arriving. Oh, Sam is very thirsty. We can see him drinking on the screen. Yeah, it is exhausting. It is exhausting to race 1 hour long, to be full power the whole time. But this is also why the 1 hour classic is the most iconic and most legendary regatta on Lake Garda. That's for sure. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We, as an image says more than 1,000 words, I will leave you to some more images, more and more riders crossing the finish line. I will head down to the beach and we're trying to catch up with the riders, with the winners coming back from the water. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy some more images from the water and stay tuned for more action during the upcoming days at the Garda Trentino foil days. Tomorrow is Saturday. We're going to have again a live stream until Sunday. And if you're in the area of Torbole, make sure to pass by at the Circolo Surf at the Expo Village. And in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. Ciao a tutti e ci vediamo domani.